Folks, I'm Ryan Horn, and today is day 79 of reading every single DC comic ever released. Today is a big day because we get to the first appearance of Two-Face in Detective Comics number 66. Now, obviously, I'm going to cover the other comics too, but I'm going to do Two-Face first, and I'm going to focus on Two-Face. So most of this video is going to be Two-Face. I'm going to very shortly cover the other comics. I'm going to be very brief about them. So, Detective Comics number 66. Let's talk about it. First appearance of Two-Face, of course. That's announced on the front issue, like they knew he was going to be big. They knew they had something special here. Bob Kane and Bill Finger did. Harvey Kent, not Dent, Kent, is a popular lawyer who is nicknamed Apollo for his good looks. During a trial, he calls Batman to the stand to convict a thug named Moroni. Batman and Harvey are friends, by the way, but not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne doesn't actually appear in this comic at all. Moroni goes to throw acid at Kent, but Batman deflects it so only half of it hits Harvey's face. A month later, Harvey gets his bandages off and discovers he's been hideously scarred. He goes to meet the best plastic surgeon in the country, the only one who has any chance of helping him. And do you know where this surgeon is? He's been captured by the Nazis and is in a camp. A Nazi camp. So, technically, theoretically, Nazis created Two-Face. Batman tells Harvey he should go to see his fiancée, even though Harvey thinks she won't love him. Guess what? Harvey was right. As he walks home, people stare and yell at him, disgusted and scared by his face. One woman even thinks, oh, anybody would be scared of that face. Some guy calls him, like, evil or something. They're very mean to him. They're very mean to him, unnecessarily. Even his fiancée finds him hideous when he gets home, covering her eyes and begging him not to make her look. That's crazy. That's insane. She's like, he's a bad fiancé. Why would you do that? I thought you loved him. Like, well, that's messed up. Harvey obviously goes insane because everybody hates him just because half of his face is scarred. And he destroys one of his wife's sculptures, which is of him. He destroys half of the face to make it look like him. He carves one side of the coin he got from Moroni because one of the evidence pieces in the Moroni case, spelled M-O-R-O-N-I, so not the Moroni you're thinking of. One of the pieces of evidence was a silver dollar, a two-faced silver dollar coin, and Harvey carves his scar into one of the faces because he's Two-Face, and that's what he does. He decides he's all alone, shunned by society, and flips the coin to decide if he should wait for the surgeon or start a life of crime. It lands on the evil side, so he starts a life of crime. He gets together a crew of thugs and starts committing crimes, sometimes for himself and sometimes donating the money to charity, depending on what the coin says. The coin decides Two-Face and his thugs will rob some stockbroker who gets on the same two-decker bus every day, who always carries 20 grand on him. Two-Face has his men dress as the bus driver and the fare guy. A fare is what you pay to get on the bus. And some of the others are passengers, including Two-Face himself. Batman and Robin somehow catch wind of this. It doesn't explain how. They're just there. Honestly, we don't even see them like thinking about it or hearing about it. They're just at the train station in their costumes. We don't see Bruce Wayne or Dick Grayson once. We just see Batman and Robin in this entire comic. Anyways, Two-Face is prepared to shoot Batman, despite them being friends, and tries to throw him off the bus. There's a big brawl which ends in one of Two-Face's men, the bus driver, getting shot and killed by one of his other men. Two-Face and his crew escape, while Batman and Robin have to stop the bus from crashing. Robin uses the handbrake. I don't know what Batman's doing during all this. I think he's unconscious. I think he got knocked unconscious by something. Anyways, back at home, Two-Face has a mental breakdown over the fact that he almost killed his friend, and then he shatters a mirror. He ordered for no mirrors in his house, but one of the thugs, by the way, the same one that accidentally killed the bus driver, messed up and put a mirror in the house. So you know what Two-Face does? He kills him. He shoots him. He kills him. Two-Face's coin decides he's going to rob a movie theater tomorrow, which is showing a double feature. And this is where he announces all his crimes have twos in them. Double-decker bus, double feature. Doesn't explain how the ones before those two were related to two, because from what I can tell, they weren't. But, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Meanwhile, Batman and Robin find a paper stuck to the dead thug's foot and realize it is a ticket for the double feature, meaning Two-Face is going to rob the theater tomorrow, and they realize this was what this means. He's going to show up to this show. In the theater that day, the people are watching a Superman cartoon, part of the double feature. when suddenly the screen goes white. But nobody is like scared by this or freaked out. They just assume it's normal. Apparently, back in the 1940s, movie reels broke a lot and stuff got messed up, and it happened. It happened. Nothing you can do about it, right? Suddenly, the reel is switched to one of Two-Face. He's talking to them, and he announces this is a holdup. It's a reel, by the way. It's a pre-recorded thing. He announces this is a holdup, and everyone has to stay in their seats while his men come around between the rows and give his men their valuables. His men start going to seat, collecting the goods. The reel continues, and he's talking about don't tell the cops, stay in your seats, blah blah blah, and he's yapping on and on and on. And Batman and Robin show up and start fighting the thugs. Two-Face himself also shows up, and it's pretty cool to see him fighting Batman and Robin while his big face is in the background on the screen. It's pretty cool imagery, I would say. A big fight breaks out. Two-Face hears the police and escapes to his car, driving away. Batman chases him, but can't tell which car he's in. Two-Face notices a cop telling him to stop and swerves, causing the cop to shoot his tire. Two-Face escapes the car and makes it home. However, Batman followed him. Turns out the cop was telling Two-Face to stop because he was going down a one-way street. He was going down the wrong way. Not because he recognized him. So Batman heard the gunshot, saw Two-Face running, followed him. Two-Face wants to shoot Batman, and Batman tells him it's not worth it. He was a good man, and the courts will remember his deeds as the DA. And understand this is temporary insanity. So he'll get a light sentence, right? With everything he did as the DA, with this obviously being insanity due to his, face disfigurement, he will probably be given a light sentence. Two-Face decides that he will decide with a coin flip. If it lands on the good side, he will go with Batman and surrender and go quietly. If it lands on the bad side, he'll kill Batman and continue his life of crime. And it lands on its side. Cliffhanger. I don't know what happens. You don't know what happens. We'll find out either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Maybe. Pending some things. Might be taking a break. I'm not sure. I am not in control here. We will see. Anyways, that's the comic. But I really liked it. I think it did a very good job at showing society's beauty standard stuff, right? It was very obviously critiquing that, I think. And it's obviously inspired by Jekyll and Hyde. Mr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or whatever it's called. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know. But it's very good. It's very well done. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. I think it's very well written. I think it's very similar to how Two-Face is today. I do, before we continue, want to read some reviews from League of Comic Geeks for this comic. So, okay, I'm going to read 3, I think. This is from Bingo the Clown Cow. Did no one think to tell Two-Face that he looks really hot? Because he does, and maybe he would have been okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say he's hot. Because he just looks like every man in a 1940s comics. They all look the same. However, he doesn't look that bad after the scar. Post-scar, he looks fine. Maybe I'm forgetting how he looks, but I think he looks fine, dude. He looks fine. He's not it's not that bad. I would, if I had been attracted to him before the scar, I would still be attracted to him after the scar, right? He's not hideous. It's fine. The scar's fine. It's not even that bad. I think a lot of people are overreacting. This is the second review on League of Comic Geeks from Catacoves. I can't believe they 2-part storied me in 1942. It's fun to see the original version of Harvey Kent. That is true. It's great. Why did they change his name? Clark Kent. Okay, that makes sense. It clicked immediately. Also, yeah, the 2-part story is annoying. I don't know why they did that. It's 1940s, bro. They never do this shit, by the way. It's so rare, and it's so annoying when it happens. Oh my god. This one is from JM97. They get it 0 stars. Harvey Kent, then who is this Dent imposter? I cannot believe Hitler is responsible for this. Oh, and ending on a cliffhanger. Effing evil. That is true. It is very evil to end on a cliffhanger after that. I also don't see how they take an entire comic to resolve this issue. I'm guessing it lands on the scarred face. He goes evil. There's a big fight. Blah, blah. It ends with him dying, probably. That would be my assumption. Because if it lands on the good side, it's just kind of over immediately. Also, it is crazy that Hitler is directly responsible for creating Two-Face, right? Because if the surgeon's there, this doesn't happen. None of this happens. It's pretty wild. Anyways, that is all the Two-Face stuff I have for you. However, we'll do some quick reviews of some other comics. Blue Beetle number 13. These are all going to be very quick, like one sentence. Blue Beetle fights a guy with a cold gun. I just thought I didn't think the actual comic was interesting, but I didn't think that was interesting, because that's the third character in DC with a cold gun, although this is technically the first one, because Mr. Freeze and Captain Cold do not exist yet. DC loves their cold guns. Captain Marvel Adventure number 14. Captain Marvel solves a murder. There's a house, a mansion, and there's a murder. Similar to a Slam Bradley issue, Slam Bradley did it better. There's another one. Flash Comics. Flash fights guy who makes villains real. He types stories, and the villains become real, and they're evil. And that's basically the idea. So, now I'm going to go through and just mention every comic I read today. All-American Comics number 41. All-Star Comics number 12. America's Greatest Comics number 4. Blue Beetle number 13. Captain Marvel number 14. Detective Comics number 66. Sorry, there's a lot written here. Feature Comics number 59. Flash Comics number 32. Hit Comics number 23. Master Comics number 29. So, folks, that's all I have for you today. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you want to see what happens to Harvey Kent. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!